freaking 20 minutes or whatever. This is Africa. Internet takes, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. So we got it going online now, and hopefully we're getting through to everyone. Everyone can catch up with what we're doing.
So yeah, sorry for the delay.
I'm just trying to get another account going so we can reply to comments. That'll work. If anyone's there, just give us a how's it so we can see what's happening. So I'm just switching on my phone to one of my other accounts so that I can see what's going on and I can follow the comments and then reply to everyone that's there. So bear with us for 2 seconds.
Oh, there we go. It seems like it's working.
Okay. So we have to disconnect. We disconnected from the internet, and what we did is
put your volume off.
You disconnect from the internet, and then I've got on my phone. So we're running both of this from the phone. So that's from Simone's phone. And we're working on this. So now we're trying to go through and chat with you guys.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Steve, because we were wondering.
Hey, Natalie.
Hi, Natalie. Hi,
Hey, Ricardo. How's it going?
Cool. So, we can just
awesome.
read it there.
So online, Simone can see over there, and I'll follow you guys on here. Because it's quite difficult to kind of follow what's going on. I don't know how you guys are making out the image, because I'm watching it on my phone and it's not so great. Maybe you guys can give us some feedback.
Oh jeez, I didn't think going live was that much effort.
Jeez. Yeah, so we had to do a whole bunch of things to try and get live. First we had set up everything, the whole system with the camera and everything in the kitchen. And then obviously, sorry about the dogs. And the internet then dropped on us, so that stopped working. Yeah, see, it is a bit cloudy. Sorry about that, guys. But we didn't want to drop you guys. We were not going to do the video because we couldn't get the stuff going and the internet was down because it's Africa. So it happens. It's part of it. But we really promised everyone that we'd come and make a chat and come and chat, guys. So it's here. Hopefully we can make it happen. So I'm trying to follow with what you guys are saying. Sorry, I can't read everyone's thing. But we'll try and get out to...
Hey, Doug. I see you.
Where do you see Doug? Oh, there. Howdy, amigos. What's happening? Okay, cool. So a couple of topics that we want to go over was boat building makes you broke, without a doubt. Whether you're doing a refurb or you're building a new one, it's probably going to make you broke, but it's worth it. At the end of the day, kind of look at the memories that you're going to make. The time I've spent with Simone, my wife's been amazing. So in a sense, that's worth it. So the hard work pays off, and who would have said that like a year of us spending together, and probably one of the best years in my life, that's for sure.
It's been a tough year, but I won't say it's been a bad year. It's been like a very rewarding year.
Yeah.
It's like we've both learned so much, and it made us grow as individuals and as a couple as well.
Mm-hmm. And hey to everyone from Oklahoma, France. Super thank you for having you guys, man. And for everyone that follows the channel, really thank you. The channel's grown to bigger than what we ever thought it was going to be, and so we're super thankful for that, and that is great. And hey, Italy, how's it going, Alitalia? Awesome.
Hey Arthur.
Centurion, even the South African dudes, what's happening? Nebraska. I'd have to Google that one.
It's cold, eh?
That's north, I think. Quite far north.
Texas!
Heck yeah! Awesome, man, guys. We got a couple of German in the house. That's stoking, man. So, engine-wise, for those of you that don't know, our engine is stuffed. We to engineering guys that do this for a living every single day. They rebuild engines. They gave it back the feedback. 2 cylinders completely corroded. There's corrosion in the head. Some water has seeped down into the lower end. We've got some corrosion there too. they gave us a quote to rebuild. It's a good buy. So what we're doing instead is we're trying to search for alternatively a marine diesel engine that's in good shape, but unlikely so far. We've looked at a whole bunch of them already, and none of them look like they're in reliable state. Doesn't help. We put in a 40-year-old engine, and we try and hope that that works, or kind of spend money on that, trying to get it running and stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably look at a automatic engine, so something like an Isuzu 4-cylinder, and marinize it. Simone doesn't like the idea, but she'll trust my engineering once it's going. So yeah, Kubota are good motors. The only downside with them is once we buy the block and do the marinization of it, we're pretty much at the price of what a marine engine costs. So that's the downside of doing it, but they are good. They are good blocks. So yeah, that's the only reason for that. The reason we might go Isuzu, we could probably get one for a pretty good deal, equivalent in US dollars for about 1,000, maybe a little bit more than $1,000. And then obviously we already have the heat exchanger from our previous engine, and because all the exhausts are on the one side, we can easily do an exhaust manifold. So that would be easier for us to do, I suppose. And then wherever we go in the world, there'll always be Isuzu engines, kind of standard. We've Googled them already. We found them in Brazil, found brand new ones in the US. So that's the kind of ideas for the engine going forward. Moses doing good.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, it's his birthday tomorrow. So we're having cake with him on the boat, and then he's going home early. So, Lukey says all marine diesel engines start as tractor engines. I agree. And then obviously most of the parts are just changed and bobbed on. Awesome. Thanks, Luke, for backing up with the comments and stuff and kind of getting the thing going. We're kind of struggling in South Africa at the moment with the internet and stuff, but we're making do. Is it worthwhile doing a rebuild? Is a couple of questions that people have asked us and kind of said, listen, dude, you're putting so much work into this. Is it really worth it? Can't you really go buy one? So our figures, we haven't tallied up all our figures yet.
Oh, geez, I have like a whole file of receipts that I need to go through.
Management, she does all the finances.
Oh.
We know that finances are low, and I kind of don't look at that. I think I just kind of try and finish the project.
It's too depressing.
I leave the negativity. I don't even request the slip anymore at the ATM. I'm just like, don't need that negativity in my life.
Yeah, I know.
So, where was I?
Talking about, is it worth it?
Oh, is it worth it to do it? So, I feel personally, if you're doing it all yourself, exclude the time you're taking to do it. That is bonus time where you learn things and all of that. Yes, it is worth it. You can have a brand new boat for a fraction of the cost of what a new one costs. But you can't consider your time. That is like therapy time, fun time, all of that good stuff. Building a new one is something that I've looked at a couple of guys looking at some catamaran designs, some quad cat designs. Those are fantastic. They're beautiful. They're high performance cats. Guys are building in them under 4,000 hours. So to give you an example, we've put in more than 4,000 hours. And so if we've put in more than 4,000 hours, then I think it would be possibly worth it building one from scratch. Downside is you've got no engine. Well, we also don't have one. You've got no mast, you've got no sails, which we had. We had sails, we had a mast, we had a hull. So that kind of money goes into the kit build if you had to do it the other way around. So I think if you're building new, you would be spending a little bit more money, but I don't think I know for a fact close to what a new cat for the same size comes. Roughly half of it is what my calculations and the research that I did into new cats.
And it's like, I see Doug from SV Seeker so just commented now saying it's skills that you learn. I mean, the skills that you learn is incredible.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've learned so much from it already.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd learn fiberglassing, and here I know quite a bit about it. If anything had to go wrong, I fix the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So although like it is a lot of work, it's very rewarding work. So yeah.
Definitely. And what is the other topic that I wanted to touch on that I wanted to... Oh, so another good thing we got is Luke Skywalker from Kraken Structures.
On you.
He's coming from the US. So a big thank you also while we're doing this. Big thank you to him. He's flying out at his own cost to South Africa to come do rigging for us. So that's freaking awesome. Thank you so much.
We're super excited to have you with us.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a week and a half or 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks. So it's going to be fantastic. Take you around and lots of work. And hopefully by the time Luke leaves, the boat will be done and we'll put it in the water. That's the plan of action.
Poor Luke. He's not going to get on the plane now.
Yeah. Skills that we've gained on the boat. I mean, a lot of people that watch the channel have like, oh yeah, you got great skills. Most of that skills I've kind of learned on the boat, and my engineering background does play a little bit of thingy play. You know, you kind of learn as you go, but research every single night is literally what we did for the first 6 to 7 months. We'd build from early in the morning till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then we'd go home and then we'd do research for each topic that we had to do the next day, or for what was upcoming, and weekends we'd spend time doing research on that, and that's how we did it. And when it comes to other things like relationship wise, if you do this with your wife, it will definitely be a bond strengthener. You know, you build a marriage doing this.
It can go both ways, but I mean, like, you still got to remember that you are both going to be frustrated at times. It's inevitable. No one's going to be both all smiley, happy, and because it's really stressful. But as long as you don't let it interfere with your relationship and kind of separate the two, your frustration with your relationship, and then you should be fine. Like, there are times when we snap at each other, but we don't take it to heart.
Yeah.
It's just, no one's perfect.
We try not to. A few cheers and it's all over, and then we continue on the next day.
Yep, pretty much. So, yeah.
But don't be fooled. It's tough. It's tough. For everyone that's ever built a boat, I take my hat off to you. I got the utmost respect for you. It's freaking tough. It's a lot of work. It's so much work to do it. Thousands of hours and a lot of frustration. I think, you know, if you had an endless budget, I think I could imagine that it would be, to a certain degree, plain sailing, you know, like a real endless budget, because you wouldn't worry about finances. So it's kind of just enjoyable to just build every day, and you kind of look at something, oh, okay, let's try that, and then swap it out for something else. But when you're building on a budget, obviously there is more stress, but that's, I take it, most people, man, we got budget for everything that we kind of do. So you build within your means to a certain degree, and whenever you build for yourself, you always kind of tend to overspend on stuff, and we've done it. We've put in some nice things, and it is what it is. We're gonna live on it. Thanks so much, Ricardo. Appreciate it, man. It's been a journey.
I see there's a comment saying, how long before you guys plan on sailing? That's the magic question. Oh.
Can Simone sing something at the end of the feed, please? Glenn, you legend.
Glenn, you sneaky.
Awesome.
Sneaky.
You'll have to sing. On the spot. So,
Yeah,
No, go ahead.
So, planning on sailing. Hopefully, we are planning on sailing.
When?
It changes all the time. But hopefully we plan on sailing, like proper sailing, end of April. April?
On saying
Being
like
safe April.
Just keep on saying 3 months the whole time.
Yeah.
And 3 months comes up, just say another 3 months, and then when you launch,
then you launch.
You'll be 3 months ahead of schedule. I don't know. I watched someone said that, so I think that's a great motto. Just keep on saying 3 months, 3 months, and just keep on saying it until it finally goes in and go.
But we are very close to, like, I think we're very close to being done.
I do feel that we are pretty close. And I think, we are a couple of episodes ahead of what the videos are. So all the good stuff you've seen now, we've already seen a little bit of the finishing product, and some of the cushions and the bedding and all of that stuff has been made. So that's going to be good to see too.
Paul, come say hi. Yes, road trip. Road trip for sure.
I can't keep up. You
Have
gotta
you thought
read.
of going without an engine? Ooh. That's all scary.
So we can't build oars big enough to get us out of the harbour. So that's the only reason we're not going without engine. But I think if we've got enough crew, everyone grabs an oar, we can get it out.
Viking style. I mean, we
Viking
all have
style.
amazing arms after the trip. So that's a plus side.
It'd be crazy. But yeah, put a small engine, marinize something, as long as it gets us going and we can kind of get into the trade winds and head off to all the islands and stuff that's on the way. We're looking forward to it and it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. Nothing's stopping us. We've come way too far to give up now or to even think of giving up. So we're just going to keep on pushing and trucking and whatever it takes to do it, we're going to get it done. And that's how it goes. Do you want to do comments?
Yeah, let me hold that. Then I can
Thank
read.
you.
Who is your favorite YouTube sailing channel? Oh goodness, that's a tough.
I think we might have different ones.
Yeah, we probably okay. When you say sailing channel, because we have like favorite boat building channels and we
Yeah.
have favorite sailing channels. So I'd say my favorite sailing channel. Oh, I like a lot of them.
Who would you say? You're on the spot.
Okay, our mutual, like I was saying, mutual is definitely Nanji
Yeah,
and
Nanji
Zingara.
definitely. Zingara is like one of those hardcore channels. I respect everything they do. Winging it, not winging it. That is true kind of getting it done no matter what happens. And there's no complaining and kind of thing going on. I love that channel. Nanji, hardcore. Take my hat off to you guys. You guys rocking it. Congratulations on the new engine, by the way. That's super awesome news for you guys. You guys struggled with that old one for a while. And I like Delos too. I think their original channel, obviously they've grown into something big and they've changed, but not for the worse, for the better. I think it's a good channel still.
Let's see here.
What's that?
Hello, Derek. Eet lekker Joburg.
Awesome.
If you had to take a guess, how long will you sail for? 1 year, 5 years, or forever?
If we had to sail, how long are we going to sail for?
Oh.
Can I answer that one?
Well, as long as our finances could hold up. I mean, we've saved to be able to sail for a little bit. A little bit depends.
Well, so we initially when we started, we had like a sailing fund, and then we had a boat building fund. We've kind of already dug into the sailing fund because of engine issues and whatnot, and nothing goes to plan, and you kind of just got to deal with it and make those finances available. But we're young, we're willing, we'll work, and so we work as it needs and make a little bit more money and continue sailing. We would love to go around the world. I think that's the big kind of sailing thing, and take all our friends with us everywhere we go. We'd love to have all our friends come and visit us and patrons and all of that. We'd love to share this thing with everyone. Unfortunately, you can't share it with every single person, but we'd like to share it with as much people as we can.
And meet new people.
And meet new people along the way.
That's the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah.
Super rewarding.
And coming back to boat building channels, I'd definitely say SV Seekers is a rock on channel. They're building a hardcore boat. I mean, it's awesome to see boats like where you're building out of steel and you kind of just weld up, and that's awesome. That's fantastic. More engineering line where I kind of came from. So it's awesome to see that. The fiberglassing stuff is a whole nother ball game. I know we're nice and light and all those things and performance, but it's a mission to do fiberglass stuff.
There's a few channels we like. Jeez, I'm sick. Okay, so SV Seeker, boat building channels, Sailing Yacht Zora, Reese, and Eve, his girlfriend. We like Life on the Mold.
Life on the Mold is building a good cat. That's a fancy cat. That's not.
We're so jealous of his whole setup. It's so nice.
Dude, when you got all those machines, you're like, oh. But it's good. It's good. It's a beautiful setup that he has, and he's got nice workshops and kind of thing. It's sweet. He's getting a nice. He's definitely gonna have a awesome build.
And also Onboard Lifestyle. They're so good channel.
Yeah. Good quality work, man.
Very
His
good
work is
quality work.
definitely he's really meticulous about the stuff and he gets it done. Yeah, sure quality premium.
And yeah, I think. And then there's also Simon from Finding Simon.
Yeah.
He's also building.
He's also building a mono.
Yeah, mono, and also
Interior.
it was also very like damaged and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
shame, man. And he went also through a tough time, man. His doggy passed away on the way, and that was emotional even for us watching it. And so yeah, we're sorry for that.
So go check their channels out.
Yeah, definitely check them out.
Channel.
They're cool stuff. They all build.
I feel like we're all like in this little group, and every time one feels down, the one comments, and the other one feels down, and the other one comments, and so it's like a little boat building support group.
Yeah, you kind of feel everyone's pain when you're building a channel and you see people struggling through the different phases of their build, because you've kind of gone through it and you understand the pain and frustration that goes into it. Another thing is also the random people that come and visit us at the boat. So we've had some really interesting visits. So some from overseas. We even had a guy from Germany that was road tripping in South Africa that popped in and said, "I'll watch you guys on YouTube." I thought that was fantastic. So thanks for the pop in. If you're watching this, thank you very much.
If you ever come up here and come popping by us, we love meeting new people and conversating.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, someone asked about the Xiaomi. Let me go back to the comment.
Oh, who asked that?
Alternatives to refit and more affordable self-builds offered by Xiaomi Designs and James Warren. So funny enough, you're going on about the Xiaomi Designs, and Ricky's been like nagging me. He's like, "Oh, when we have money and we're kind of settled, we're like want to go back to boat building, we need to build a Xiaomi." And Luke actually is the one who made.
Luke mentioned Xiaomi Designs to me. I was like, "Oh yeah, whatever. I'm building a boat." And then I looked it up one night, and now I'm like, hooked. The Warren cats are like solid cats. They've built a few. Not kind of my kind of setup that I'd want to build, but a Xiaomi cat. That's beautiful. High performance, super lightweight. Get you there quickly. Kind of. It's awesome cat. That's it. You know, I don't know if there's enough space to add all the toys once you can afford a boat that size. You know, you gotta put all the fun stuff on with it, and so Simone will read comments and then I'll kind of fire back.
Horse stroke, more singing. I'm sick. I can't sing.
What program do you use for editing? We use
Cyberlink Power Director 16 or 7. I think it's 16.
Simone does the editing. I do the occasional filming.
Yeah. Oh, Moses does that when I'm editing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Send us if you want us to answer your question. Send us a comment. By the way.
Who's that?
No, I'm just telling. If you want something. Sail Aurea said everything costs a lot on the sailboat. Yes. Definitely yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to cut certain costs on a boat that you don't kind of like. There's a lot of unnecessaries, a lot of deck fittings that you really don't need. I mean, we had like 5,000 cleats on that boat. There was just holes everywhere, and the guy had a cleat for everything, and I just feel unnecessary. Just put what's necessary to get a sailing, kind of get it going. So you can save a lot of costs like that. Certain electrical panels, shop around. Instrumentation, shop around for sales. That's what we did. And we were fortunate enough to have great people coming from overseas and helped us out, and so that's been fantastic. That's been good. That's how we saved money, and we went to all the big suppliers to kind of buy our stuff, and that helped us out a lot. So we saved a bit of money doing that.
Yeah, definitely. How's the new GoPro? We're still playing with the settings. I don't know.
Yeah. So what we did is we launched one video, and it kind of backfired on us because we're kind of too unstable. We're kind of figuring out the software. I figured we should have learned how the GoPro works first instead of just watching stuff on YouTube about the GoPro. So now we're reassessing. We're still shooting with the GoPro. It is fantastic. It shoots super good. But we kind of need to refine the settings and integrate the two from the DSLR footage to the GoPro footage. Yeah.
Will you have a water maker? Yes, we will have a water maker.
Yes.
And we will be assembling it soon-ish.
Yeah, so I just got to get out to it. We built our own water maker. So we got the membrane and housing and pump. I built the pump when I was up in Durban in one of our working episodes. And so we got the pump, the motor, all of that coupled together. The only thing I need is the high pressure line to run to the control valve and the pressure gauge, and that's pretty much it. But we put it on a non-priority at the moment until the boat launches, and then we'll prioritize the water maker. At the moment, we kind of just want to get the inside finished, which next week we're getting our floors, our brand new floors in, and then thereafter we'll start on the outside, and then we'll continue with that.
Would you consider an induction stove as either your primary or backup to propane? Many report sketchy propane supply when touring.
Propane supply from all the guys I've spoken to, and that's all delivery skippers, so these guys do lots and lots of miles, have all said propane safe 100%. If you've got the money to go induction, I would definitely go induction. It's not that the stove costs money, but it's the battery bank that you need to run the induction is where the big bucks is. And you need a good quality inverter to keep your efficiencies around good, and so all of that stuff. So it's not per se the induction that costs the money, it's the backup system to run the induction that's going to put you back a couple of thousands of dollars, pretty much.
How did you decide on the floor plan?
Is that the floor plan layout? How we set everything up? If that is the question, what we did is pretty much just looked at it and kind of saw what made sense to us, and we drew it out, and then drew it out on a piece of paper, and then we marked all the walls, all the bulkheads and stuff, and we laid out and see how that would look, and then we just built from there. We had no plans for these Dean cats. Actually, if you look at the Dean 365, there's no plans on the internet available for them. There's floor layouts and stuff like that, but there's no physical build plans for them that we could find. So if anyone has it, please send us a mail. We'd love it.
Yeah, because you cannot find anything online. Did you think it'll be difficult to actually go cruising? It was kind of like I would say it wasn't a difficult decision, because we kind of like we do it or we don't. Like we go full out and we go, and there's no turning back, because we're both type of people. If we decide something, there's no stopping, and like we finish. And so yeah, we just like, this is what we want to do, and
that's how Simone thought about it.
Well,
I just thought of islands, and I was like, I'm in, let's go.
No, but I mean, like, it was difficult to sell up all our stuff, because as humans, we tend to like hold on to all the materialistic things we can think of, and I had a whole
part was super
tough. I had a whole container full of stuff, like waiting to buy a house and move into a house and get a job and all that stuff, and then it was like, no, I have to sell everything and put it towards a floating house.
Yeah, that part was difficult.
That was difficult, but at the end of the day, like, it was awesome, because we live like super simplistic lifestyles right now. We have minimal things.
Our overheads completely
and it makes things easier. It's weird, but it does.
Cutting back on our overheads was the biggest thing. Like, we had medical, well, we still have medical, but we got like really basic medical at the moment, and car insurance, don't have it anymore, except our car's got third party insurance, so if we bump in someone, we'll cover him, and I think theft is also covered, but for the rest, we kind of just kept our overheads really low, sold everything we had, so that excess money from that we had to get out, now we don't have to put out anymore, and that was kind of part of the fund saving that we did towards going cruising. And I felt in our case, since we had, and I mean, we really have a small budget. If you look at all the other channels and guys that have started, not all of them, but a couple of the bigger channels, if you look at what they started with, they started off quite strong in a sense. You know, most of them were above $90,000 to $100,000. We nowhere near that. So yeah, and that's our total that's including building the boat and going sailing. So yeah.
What apps are you going to use on the boat? Navionics?
Yeah, so our charts are on Navionics. The Ray Marine would be fantastic, but obviously they're super expensive, and you need to buy one for each designated coastal region. So that was out of the picture.
We use Windy as well.
Yeah, Windy as a wind tracker. We also got we'll probably buy weather. Don't know too yet. Otherwise, if there's a good group of people, you always kind of see the one that has the weather, and you get the weather from him, and that always works.
Yeah.
Someone asked, how did you learn to sail? So I've kind of always been into the power boating kind of thing, and we always had boats. And so when I looked at sailing, I kind of picked, and I knew I wanted to be on cats because of the power boats that we had. So I looked at positions that were open, and that the guy needed some work done on the cats and whatnot. And then I just kept on hopping on cats, doing deliveries and stuff. And then that's how pretty much I learned how to sail. And then after doing all of that, then I climbed into school, did a course, and then after that we did a few more deliveries together.
Yeah, I only recently got into well, I've been a lot on power boats and stuff, but never really like sailing for long term and stuff. So yeah, then only recently did I get into it, and I love it. So it's really
Someone
fun.
says something dollars on eBay?
Well, I'm going down the questions so we can answer
okay.
them. Have you considered an outboard? Oh my word, many times.
Many times.
We have had sleepless nights over outboard engines.
So outboard engines are great. They're super efficient, lightweight, fantastic to change around and run, and parts anywhere in the world you pretty much get them. The downside of them is if you can't fit them in the right place on your cat, and in our cat it would be really, really close to where the cockpit is, they have the possibility of getting dunked. When they get dunked, it's goodbye. And that's like $5,000 per engine gone if you want efficient 4-strokes. The other downside is petrol fumes. Though it's not the end of it, it's not the reason why you don't buy it. I mean, there's cats circumnavigating, I think Seawind or something like that. They build cats, and one of their standard options is outboard motors. And they have gone around the world with that setup. Although they've got a perfect mounting position, they've got fantastic ventilation, good fuel tank placement and all that. So that's the only reason we didn't go outboards. But it's not a bad option. It surely is diesel more efficient. And the plus side of having a diesel is you've got a big alternator attached to it, 90 to 110 amp to charge up your batteries. Once you put outboards, you lose that. They only put out like 14 amps, 15 amps, 20 amps when you're lucky on big outboards. And we got those beautiful Blue Nova lithiums, so they need power to charge them. But you'll see why when we got the whole system running. You'll see why those Blue Nova babies and the lithiums are really going to come into performance for us once we got the whole system running.
Would you sell as a couple only or get some crew?
My chummy all the way. I think definitely in on some legs get crew. It just makes the kind of passages easier for the watches. The watches can be, it's not that watches are tough, they're just long and you get tired at night. I'm a night owl, so I can do the night watches pretty well. When it comes early into the morning, I struggle. But so a little bit of a compensation. If there's crew and it allows and we need the crew, we'll do it. If we don't need, however it goes, we kind of gonna play it by feel and what comes up.
It said, who's the better cook?
Who's the better cook?
Who's the better cook, huh?
Simone does a good Thai green curry, definitely, but
I do a good hake. Yeah, I'd say Ricky. I'd say Ricky. Ricky has a better cook.
There's a reason I got a stomach, and in this boat build, you
yeah.
can see I've gotten around it. It's because the more I kind of stress a little, I tend to enjoy eating more.
Eating's
Hello
good.
from Croatia. Wow. Who's that?
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for watching, Jeff. And David. Bry. Oh, Bry sounds so good right now.
Diesels are more reliable, available around the world too. Yeah, sure. Diesels are definitely more reliable. They kind of, if they got compression and they got fuel, they're gonna burn. They work. But yeah, a mate of mine, interesting about this topic is diesel and petrol. Someone said to me, oh no, diesel's not as readily available around the world. And he's been cruising for a while now, and he said every single port he went to, he found petrol in every single port, but he didn't find diesel in every single port. And we're talking like not only just commercial ports, we're talking like the smaller stuff. He found petrol, or what do you guys call it? The Americans call it gas, right?
Petroleum.
Yeah, petroleum. Yeah, he found that a lot more easier.
Where's the first place you would like to go? Oh.
What do you think the boat will weigh when finished?
Where was the first place you'd like to go?
First place. I think we'd love to do Namibia.
You'd like to do Namibia?
I've never seen Namibia.
Oh,
I mean, we South African. Namibia's right around the corner. We've never seen it. They've got a beautiful skeleton coastline. They've got beautiful dunes, which I've never seen the desert before. So I think that kind of desert I'd like to see. And but we really want to see everything. We kind of want to meet a lot of people. I think is big on our list. We want to do a lot of America as much as we could, or as much as our visas and stuff will allow us. We love America. And Florida, definitely. We did our honeymoon in the Florida Keys. We were so fortunate to do that. And we only had 3 nights there, but it was the best 3 nights ever for me. Simone likes Texas.
I love Texas. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, goodness. All these comments coming in. What do you think the boat will weigh when finished?
Boat weight. So when we took it out, before we had stripped everything, but we had already taken out a large portion of the stuff, she was already on 6.3 tons. We're hoping to launch her at 6.5 tons. That would be close to all up, so plus load 1,000 kilos, so 7.5 tons fully loaded. That would be good. If those Deans can weigh that, then they're in the fighting weight. But those Deans are naturally very heavy. I know a lot of people comment and say, "Oh, don't lighten her too much." You can't lighten a Dean too much. They were just built too heavy. They're below waterline. Up to the seam that you see on our boat, it's 10 mil solid fiberglass. There's no coring in it. And then obviously with ribs and all of that stuff for structural rigidity. And then the deck is cored, and then it's 2 layers, and it's a little bit thinner, but it's super tough. They're good boats to buy if you want something that's super strong and kind of you want it as a project. They're good for that. The Prouts too.
Ever consider traveling to Antarctica? Oh my word, I would love to, but Ricky hates the cold.
Yeah, I'm not much of a cold person, but I think doing that Antarctica on like a cruise liner, I think it's fantastic. You know, you get kind of the warmth, you get lovely food, you get to see the beautiful scenery, and hopefully you get to walk around, because that would be awesome too.
Yeah, our Dini
Jeannie's
not
gonna
kept
go
it
there.
out for cold weather, that's for sure.
Deanie's made for sunshine,
Tropicals.
tropics. Yeah.
Do you plan on taking Moses out for a sail?
Heck
It took
yeah.
us so long to convince him to go out for a sail, and he said he'll do it, but he will not do any long trips with us.
Strap him up with life
He's
jackets. He can't swim, by the way.
yeah,
So he doesn't like the ocean. Yeah. But we'll definitely take him on a sail if he wants. Or we'll try and convince him.
Would you have done things different, meaning purchasing a boat that did not take so much work?
So the only other option, if we look at price, what do we spend now? So currently up to now, or when the boat's finished, what do we estimate finishing? We would buy like a 38 foot mono for the same price. And not new, we're talking like second hand, but in relatively good blue water condition. So for the same money, we've spent, which we project to have the project finished for. So I don't know, it's tough. You know, we've kind of already gotten there, so maybe now knowing what work it took, maybe not. You know, it all depends on your circumstances, I think.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Hello, William.
What do you think about Bhagas Baby? Very cute.
Yeah, it's a cute baby. Any baby's cute,
Any
man.
baby's cute.
And we wish them all the best, and may they continue doing rock on sailing and keep it original, man. We loved their videos when they started off. We thought they had a fantastic
They
channel.
do really good videos.
Their
The
video
editing
quality
like
is
insane.
on point.
What's our favorite restoration boat building channel in regards to sailing? SVCka doesn't count. He's the best. We did mention it earlier. There's a few.
Yeah, we did mention it.
You know, we mentioned it earlier.
Even the guys doing the wood stuff, they get so much exposure, and it's great, those old boats that they're going on. I think a wooden boat is beautiful and everything, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to shoot down any wooden boat bull. I just think if you want to live on that, man, that's a lot of work. Jeez, I don't know how much upkeep those things take, but there's one on the hard next to us. and I just see what they have to do, and there's so much rotten wood, and I'm cured from wood in a certain extent. Wood and water is like, I know they've been doing it for hundreds of years and traveling the oceans, and my forefathers all did it on wood. But if they had discovered fiberglass or steel, they would have changed their minds.
Well, you remember us when you're mega famous.
Who's that?
Glenn.
All of you guys will be with us at the mega famous line, if there is such a thing.
We're just doing it because
What?
we want to show everyone our journey and meet people. That's why we're doing it.
Vagabond, another budget.
Yeah.
Pretty cool chat.
How many hours footage do you have to do a 30-minute video, and do you guys rather do small clips to edit rather than the 10-minute clips? Okay, how many hours footage do you have to do a 30-minute video? Lots of hours.
Have you ever quantified it?
I've never actually gone and sat down and seen exactly how much it is, but I'll go through the lots.
So it's like, what, 6 days of 10 hours a day working and recording throughout. And we don't always record everything because of the amount. You kind of still got to get work done instead of just recording. But it takes a heap load.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice, like, if you were doing this on the weekend and you could come and record one thing and show people how it started and how it finished, and you just do small things. That would be fun. But when you're doing a boat, I'm like, we 55 square meters roughly, so that's 500, just over 550 square feet. So we need to build. You know, it's like you need to to get it done. You need to do a lot of work every week.
Yeah. No, you do.
I think if you had a nice like farm or something where you could have the yacht on your backyard and work on it, that would be ideal in a workshop. That would be like beautiful.
Let's
Nice
see.
to see you guys not covered in dust.
Tell me about
Thanks.
it. We had to glam ourselves up a little bit.
Yep, I put a t-shirt on.
Hey Reese!
What's happening?
You joined us. How many hours a week do you spend on Lady? Oh goodness.
How many hours a week? So I put between 8 and 10 hours every single day, except for those last 2 weeks where we've been working into the night every single night. And so anywhere between per person, I'd say 55 to 60 hours a week minimum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not
times
including-
2, me and
and
Moses,
editing.
plus editing on top of that, and weekend, Sunday sometimes too. So excluding that. That's what I say, yeah.
Every day.
Mm.
All day.
Yep.
And the clips, 10-second clips rather than 5-minute. Yes, 10-second clips rather than 5-minute clips
Yes,
for sure. 5-minute clips is just like
Just get boring.
boring.
Yeah. Shorter, quick. Keeps you interested.
Yeah. Hey, from Belgium. Hi, Belgium.
Hello.
Waiting to see you sail away. Me too. I was waiting to see us
Big
sail
time.
away.
I think there'll be tears definitely when we put the boat in, and when we get ready to sail and stuff. I think that'll be fantastic. I think it'll be the big game changer then. Thanks so much.
Love the channel progress. Keep up the good. Thank you, Bryant. Appreciate it. Are you going to miss all of your boat building when you finally get on the water?
No ways. No, definitely not. I think once we're on the water, it will be time to enjoy the boat. Family, friends, everyone come spend time with us, and that'll be huge. It's been a long, tough, interesting year last year.
Yeah.
This year, hopefully, it's sailing and victory time. Yeah.
And like boat building like this year from January to now has been nice because it's like there's actual physical changes occurring, so it's rewarding. But like last year, it's just like building and building and building and building and more building, and it was just like you just felt like you're in this pit of building.
Yeah.
So
If you watch our videos like during winter last year, you could hear how tough it was. It was like monotone. It was brutal, but you kind of just push on and you get it done. You do what needs to be done.
You guys are the best rebuilding channel. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Who's it from?
From Kurt Vesper.
Thanks, Kurt. Much appreciated, man.
Thank you so much. Why you got 4 big holes on the outside of the hull?
4 big holes. Oh, on the inside of the... So that's rudder post inspection. So where our rudder post comes down, that's where you inspect it. Those are false compartments or crash compartments. They can pretty much disappear and nothing will happen to the boat. And then just directly ahead of that, there's a solid filled compartment. And that's just how these Deans were built. So that's why those 4 holes are there. So just inspect the rudder.
How long until you paint the holes? Hopefully
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks.
So yeah, hopefully in 2 weeks we'll start prepping the exterior and we'll give a paint. So the exterior comes on, paint on, and then mast, dodger, instruments, and rigging. And then yeah.
Oh. What do you guys think?
Engine.
What do you guys think about Little Miss, the South African guy Stefan? What is it called? Captain Liu.
Captain.
Very cool. We watch their channel as well.
Yeah, we tune in. When we get a chance from boat building, we watch all the channels. And I think everyone's got their own identity, and I think they maintain and not try and be like someone else. You just do your own thing, and that's what it's all about. Someone say cat versus mono.
Do you have old sales or will you buy some new? We have sales with the boat that we purchased. That
Maybe I should show you guys.
Right there. Maybe.
Do you guys want to see the spinnaker? I can take a little bit out.
Okay, we're showing the spinnaker. I'll try to reply. What made you guys pick a multi-hull?
We wanted the Condor. So we wanted that that apartment in Florida. And obviously, the only way we're going to get the apartment in Florida is if we bought one that could float and go park close to the shore. And then we'd have the apartment in Florida. So
I wanted an apartment in Cuba. And so now we have
So we're just gonna sail the apartment around.
So Papa can go everywhere with us. Our condo, a floating condo.
What's their comment?
Are you going to stay local? Do you have big travel plans? Big travel plans. Hopefully we can do a circumnavigation. But depending on finances, but we will be crossing the Atlantic this year. Last few days, my neck and back have been hurting and I've been feeling weak. I've tried hot bath, hot waters, muscle rub and medicine. Really not feeling better. Feels like neck ache and back ache. What should I do? Well, we're not doctors. So
Definitely don't build a boat.
don't build a boat.
That will give you more backaches, that's for sure.
Definitely don't build a boat. What happened to all those headliners you finished at home?
They're still here.
They're still here. They will be getting put up once our deck fittings have been put in place.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we'll be doing that.
While someone's reading the next one, I'll give you a little sneak peek at what part of our spinnaker looks like.
Have you got plans of where you're going to head and when will you be ready to start your trip? So the first place we will probably be heading is Cape Town to check out of South Africa. And hopefully we will be doing that April, May, depending.
So how can fans and followers contribute to the project financially? So we got a Patreon program or Patreon site. So it's kind of like where people can donate and get behind the scenes footage stuff. We feel that it's essential to give something to patrons. So, and that's what we do. You guys can actually, if you become a patron, you actually see how far we really are. And you'll see some cool stuff finished already. And so that's how you can do it. Otherwise, we also got a PayPal account, which kind of you donate whatever you feel like if you want to, if you like what we're doing, or if you've learned something from our videos and you want to contribute to that, you can help us out with PayPal. But yeah, that's how we do it.
Here's a Portuguese.
Sou João.
Gosto do ar-condicionado português. Trabalho mais meu inglês.
João, muito obrigado por tudo. Agradecemos. Um abraço.
What'd you say?
I said thanks so much.
Don't forget to put a coin when you step the mast for lick.
Don't forget to put a coin and step the mast for lick. Not familiar with that. Put a coin? Elaborate. Would love to hear it.
Yeah, elaborate. Give us another go. Right now, everything is white. What are you going to do to dress it up and add color and variety? So,
Stay
tuned
tuned.
to next week's Saturday's episode and you'll see what we did.
Yeah. Or if you're a patron, you can see it already.
Oh, yeah, if you're a patron, you see it already. But also, we will be adding color in our cushions and all that stuff.
She's going to change a lot of colors. You'll actually see how over the next 4 or 5 weeks the whole boat transforms and all that white starts kind of fading into the background.
We'll be getting two inboard engines. I wish.
2 inboard engines would be lovely. We phoned the guys at Volvo, we phoned the guys at Yanmar, we phoned the guys at Vitas, we phoned the guys at Nanny, Soleil, all of them. And way too expensive. We got quotes from all of them. And if we had to invest into 2 new engines, we'd have to loan money and then launch a boat, which would be beautiful, but we'd be in debt. And we don't want to do that.
No.
We planned it from the beginning, excuse me.
Excuse you.
We planned it from the beginning that we didn't want to owe people money when we finished the boat, and we still wanted to have some money to sail. Our main goal is at least get across the Atlantic. That's like, and then from there, work, see what we can, and take it.
Give us the PayPal details. If you go onto our main Sailing Lady Africa page, if you go to the top right where our cover photo is, there's a little PayPal sign. You click on it and you can make the donation.
It's a little blue P, isn't it?
Yeah, blue P.
So yeah, on the main channel, on the top right hand side, there's a little blue P. That's our PayPal.
Would it be possible to do an episode close to the end of the build on a total cost of the whole kit?
Yes.
That is the plan.
Coin is for good luck. That's what it's for. Heck yeah. Do we leave the coin there? You can't possibly leave it there.
No, well, I don't know.
Okay.
Give us these little, I don't know these
little behind the scene tricks. We are renaming her, obviously. Her original name wasn't Dorado, so that was the second name. The original name was...
Oh yeah, second name.
Yeah. The original name was Illusions, and she was actually... The name was actually in the floorboard, and it's so ironic that it's called Illusions. It's exactly what a boat build is. It's illusions of what it could be. But there's a lot of hidden secrets and lots of problems. So the name Illusions, we're actually going to incorporate it in some way. But we'll put that in at a later stage.
Yeah, and then it became Dorado. And then...
Yeah, which...
People asked us, like, we have gotten a few questions asking us, why did we choose Lady Africa? Well, the thing is, we are both South Africans. And we love South Africa with all our hearts.
Yeah.
And when we're traveling, we always want to take a bit of that with us. And as a yacht or a boat is always a lady.
Come a bit closer, it's cutting you off.
And the boat's always a lady, so Lady Africa.
Yeah,
That's
I agree with you. No debt.
Yeah, no date. Hey, Onboard Lifestyle, welcome. We just talked about you guys. No man gooit de Afrikaans nee. The thing is, like, if you're going into port, you don't want them to be like, coming in? What did you say?
Ja. Van 'n merwe.
Van 'n
merwe se skip.
Make sure you bolt the deck hard way to the deck with baking pads so you don't pull rigging out of the deck. Yes, no.
Backing pads, yeah.
Backing pads, sorry.
So we got 10mm thick solid fiberglass backing pads that we made ourselves. We'll actually show that in the video, and they pretty huge, and that's what's going to go on the back of them.
Yeah.
We used to have stainless steel, 5mm stainless, and we just wanted to go with big fiberglass ones.
When Lady Africa is complete, do you think it'll be lighter than the original spec?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Dean's were built.
So.
Dean claimed that their boats would be 5.5 tons. They didn't state that. 5.5 tons is hull only, no bulkheads, no interior, nothing. And that's how their boats were built. A friend of ours recently hauled his Dean out, and 10.5 tons. So they fat.
Are you going to miss working with Nautical?
Am I going to miss Nautical? I'm not going to miss fiberglass. Fiberglass is awesome. I had a project while I was at varsity. I had to do FEA analysis on fiberglass and layups and all this kind of method. And that's where it ended. I would send it out to the guys that would do the work, and then I'd get the product back and we'd do testing on it. So that was fantastic. But working with it, and to guys that do fiberglass every single day, I got also a lot of respect for you. It's a mission. A vacuum bagging is a much better process. Unfortunately, we can't do that for Nautical. But yeah, we wouldn't miss any of the work once we're done. We want to go sailing and see stuff and diving and fishing. I told Simone already we're gonna have a fishing sailboat because there's permanently gonna be 6 lines out trawling. My dream.
What entertainment are you guys going to have on a boat? Music.
Entertainment. I'll be all the entertainment.
I love reading, so I'll probably read a lot. And
yeah.
Music. I love music.
Charts learning. I'm super keen to learn all the different countries and things to see and all that. So I'm gonna focus on doing that a lot.
You guys have day jobs, right? No.
Nope, 24/7 boat build.
Every day.
And you can do it if you save, sell every last thing you have until you have absolutely nothing, kill all your overheads, and then go do it and bite the bullet.
It's very stressful though.
Yeah.
Like you're used to having money coming in and you don't. So save. Save. If you plan on doing it, save every last bit you can think of. And then do it. Let's see. Are you going to stow Moses away when you leave? He will. I don't think he wants to be a stowaway.
So there is some good news for Moses. He might already have a job, although we're not going to let him go just yet. He's helping us finish the project, and I think him as much as us, he wants to see the boat finished too and floating.
He wants to go for his day sail, and
he also says it's been a long boat build.
Because Moses recently got into fishing. Read him.
Yeah.
He's recently got into fishing, and so we told him like, oh, if you go deep sea fishing, you can catch some big tuna and stuff like that. So now he's super excited to go. So yeah, that's what he's gonna be doing.
Is that warthog?
What drone do you have?
But anyways, to the guy in New Zealand, I'm not sure if I'm warthog, but yeah, morning. Jeez, you woke up super early. I know what time it is there. And thanks, shot for the coin, good luck thingy. Drone, we have a Phantom 4, and I've actually had that drone for many years. It was actually a gift to me. So yeah, that we just kept the drone the whole time, and we've used it for a number of things. And so luckily we're keeping that.
We let the dog out. It's our.
Wow. So we rent a little 1-bedroom apartment from people, and we actually on the side of their house, and that's their dog going wild. They got cute dogs though. Shame. How many months do you think it will take to complete the boat? We are hoping that we'll be done in the next 4 months. Although you can hear I'm not too positive about that. You know, things change, and we're waiting for engine. So we need to get the engine done, and that's a whole task within itself. We need to marinize it and get it in and all that. So that's the only downside to that. What are you guys going to use for a dinghy? So we got a dinghy that we bought with the boat that came with no floorboard. I think in our 2nd or 3rd episode we inflated it. It's a little one where just me and Simone can fit on it. But that's our dinghy for now. And maybe at a later stage we'll upgrade.
Yeah, for now we make do with what we have and take it from there.
Yeah. So we're not too worried about that right now, and we kind of just go with what's critical. We've kind of already put some projects on the side burner until we can get ourselves stable again, or kind of work a little bit and make some more money so that we can buy the other little things that we need. There's like a wind gen. We're still looking at one. We'd like to have one before we leave South Africa, but if it means we need to work a little bit in Cape Town before we leave, we'll do that and put wind gen hopefully up.
What are you going to use for... Oh, wait. Any dogs, cats on the boat? No dogs or cats.
Name have one. Zingaro had one of those things. Man, he struggles so much with that thing. Or you're talking about stitch and glue the method with ply and then you glass over that. Not too sure. Yes, Alex, definitely autopilot. Coming from with Lukey from the US. We definitely have hydraulic autopilot.
You said method.
Oh, the method, yeah. Because we got the dinghy at the moment, it's kind of, we can deflate it and inflate it quite easily and stow away. The Deans are not that big. Although it's 37 feet, 36.5 foot, she still is not overly big. So we kind of want to use the space that we've got on her to do all the fun activities. But maybe it's an option. Maybe we put one. Have you tested your water heater? We haven't, but we got the water pumps going and all the water in the boat's functioning with water at the moment. We got the gas hooked up, so we should actually maybe tomorrow. The problem is that the tanks are full of bleach, so bleach water is going to come out, but we'll give it a bash anyways. I mean, run a bit of bleach through the burner, won't do much to it. Might just clean it. So we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. We'll probably give it a little test tomorrow. Yeah, those Raymarine autopilots are awesome, man, and the whole Raymarine unit, I really enjoy them. I think they're awesome. When will the kitchen be finished, Jeff? Well, if you, I can't release too much secrets, but yeah, it's actually already finished. If you want to see those videos, Patreon account, it's already up there. Hey, from the Philippines, how's it going, man? Thanks so much. What happened to the engine? So the engine, apparently the guy before us that sold us the boat, well, not him, we bought it through, what would you call it, an attorney, through an estate, and they had guaranteed that the engine had been built. Obviously we can't go back on that because we've already had the boat for so long. So when we opened the engine at the engineering, two cylinders badly pitted and corroded, over the top end also corrosion. And the engine was rebuilt, but they had oversized everything, so nothing is standard. So it doesn't help us. We go anywhere in the world, we're going to struggle for parts because everything's been changed and oversized and a little bit customized, and Africa kind of planned on it. So no good.
What point will you move on board? We're hoping to move on board end of February, beginning March.
Yeah. So we're trying to move onto the boat to save some funds in that, and we're putting our car up for sale so that we can take that funds and allocate it into the engine. I think it's just a wise move. We got capital stuck in the car. If we sell it, we get the capital ready. We can rent something really small and at an economical price. We're hoping that the project only goes on for another 3-4 months, and so that's the plan. Have you tried getting some sponsors for hardware? We have. It's super tough. We have spoken to a couple of guys, and unfortunately, better than good discount, we're not going to get any more than that, and that's fine. We just need to get it done.
Do you have your captain's license yet?
Do I have my captain's license? So don't know what qualifies as a captain's license. I'm not commercially endorsed, but I do have a Yachtmasters rating.
Are you installing a dishwasher? No.
Negative on the dishwasher.
Yes, the dishwasher. No, don't even put yours. You don't wash dishes. Wish I had a handsome sugar daddy that looks like you. Well, he's mine. You can't have him.
So replace the engine with large for 2 electric drives. Would love it. I looked at the conversion and it worked out to about $15,000 out of the budget. So, but yes, awesome suggestion. Great. Would have been awesome to do it.
How old are you guys? I am turning 26 and Ricky's turning 29.
Yeah, 29 this year. So 1 more year and then I've got to stop sailing. Got to get a real job.
Don't say that.
Yeah. All of my friends think I don't have a real job, and this is not. I'm just playing around, and I get to play with boat all day, and it's totally different to that. But yeah. Elon Musk's about to launch a Wi-Fi satellite. Oh man, Elon, he's definitely a legendary dude. Came from South Africa. He's built so good. He is actually one of my guys that only second book I've ever read.
Yeah.
Yep.
Him and, what? First one's Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
Soon to be Topi.
Oh, Topi.
Who's the toughest mentally between you two?
Who? Me?
Mentally, yeah.
Yeah, so Simone definitely is the one that keeps me sane and keeps me kind of tracking. But
I'm an emotional person. I am. I'm not gonna deny it. Ricky's not. So
yeah. But I kind of do what the guys do, in which you just kind of block everything out and you just keep on donking away, slowly going through.
I disagree, so it's hardcore.
Glenn, I definitely agree with you on that. I do think Simone is the mentally tougher one, definitely, without a doubt.
I don't know, I think we're both pretty mentally tough. I don't know. It's there.
Yeah, Derek, the essay is super tough at the moment. Jobs related, it is tough. We understand what it is, man. It's it's not easy. People that live in South Africa would understand, but make the most of it, man. Whatever you can do to kind of change, become an entrepreneur, sell something, start buying and selling. Even if you start small, it will grow, and we wish you all the best in that.
Do you guys realize what a wonderful job you are doing rebuilding Lady Africa?
Jeff, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. I think we're gonna. Is there anything else on the list? Just end off. We just want to end off by saying thanks to everyone that supported us, helped us out, given us a thumbs up, shared our stuff. Sharing our stuff helps a lot, guys. We're in Africa, so when we publish a video from Africa, we propagate the least. So thanks to everyone that shares our videos and comments and all of those good things, and chats to your friends about the channel. We really appreciate it. That all helps us. And to all the patrons that have been behind us, you guys have been amazing. We never expected it, and it's freaking huge support. Thank you so much. You guys are helping us cover our production costs and kind of keeping our dream alive. And thank you so much.
And also, yeah, like we love sharing this journey with you guys, and appreciate all the comments that you give us on our weekly episodes and encouraging words, because it can get tough, and sometimes, like a human being, some weeks are better than others.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get those cool comments and nice comments, it really
keeps us
boosts
inspired,
our
man.
mood, and it makes us feel good, and so we appreciate it. So thanks for that.
Big thanks, all you legends, you guys. If you guys are even tuning in here and you guys are watching this, we say thank you so much. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. It's been an epic journey, and it's been even better sharing it with you guys. And hope you guys have an awesome weekend. May it be a blessed one. Be safe, and let's rock on with more videos, and let's get this baby sailing, and all you guys come visit.
Yes, I agree.
Cheers.
Have a good day. Good evening in South Africa.
Yeah, good day in the States.
In the rest of the
world,
world, pretty much.
Awesome. Ciao, guys. Take care.
Mwah. Mwah. No. Wait. How do I